Welcome back, everybody. It's tournament time here at the Sun Journal and across the state for basketball tournament season. Kalle, Kevin Mills here to break down Eastern Class A girls basketball action. For our area, that means Edward Little. Edward Little's had a very strong season despite being so young. How do we feel that that youth is going to translate into this tournament? I know they're the 2 seeds, so that's going to help a little bit as far as matchups are concerned.
They're young, but they were there last year, so they're briefly. They've got a couple of girls that were on the team last year that have some experience. So going to Augusta isn't going to be a real foreign experience for them. And playing in the KVAC games and some big pressure games like the Morris regular season games, I think that'll get them acclimated to the tournament atmosphere. So I think they'll be a little bit more prepared than some teams that have the nucleus of their team of freshmen and sophomores. As
far as the rest of the conference, you're talking about Morse being the favorite, at least certainly, although they did prove beatable this season. EL did knock them off in the KVAC game, although it took a superhuman effort at the end of the game to do so. Aside from them, you've got Hamden Academy looming there at number 3. That would be a second round matchup potentially if Edward Little were to beat Bangor in that first one.
Yeah, I think Hamden's going to be an interesting team to watch because they lost to Edward Little in the regular season, but they really had a poor game against Edward Little. It was in Auburn. They didn't shoot well. And so I think if they get EL again, I think it's going to be a closer game. They're going to see a different Hamden team than they saw before. And if Hamden gets to the final against Morris, they haven't played Morris this year. And so it'll be interesting to see how they match up.
Anything from you, Kalle, as far as that young nucleus of Edward Little? Do you think that they can manage to hang on and be tournament ready?
I was gonna say, if I were Coach Craig Gibson, I would be happy psychologically that my team beat Morris in that KVAC final.
Sure.
I think it means a lot for them going forward into that tournament. Gives them some momentum and gives them the belief that if they do get to the final, they've got more than a shot. They can do it. It's probably a toss-up game.
And I think it showed how they did it. Beating Morris that way. I mean, it obviously took Morris, playing a subpar game, and it took EL playing a very good game to a great game. But I think everybody knew that coming in that matchup that it was going to take that, and I think it'll take that again. But EL proved to themselves and everybody else that if they have that kind of game again and Morris stumbles a little bit, that EL can beat them.
Thank you, Kevin. Thank you, Kalle. Hopefully we'll see you all at the courts here this week. If you need to check out everything and you can't make it to the games, sunjournal.com/tourney10. Kevin Mills, Kalle Oakes, Justin Pelletier. See you at the courts.